Hello, everybody. What is
Hola.
your name?
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say me llamo Layla, but you didn't ask what is your name.
We share one brain cell. You know what I was thinking about?
What?
How I didn't get to tell you why I was laughing so hard about Swedish fish.
Oh yeah,
It didn't fit into the last conversation, and I was like, I don't even know where I'm gonna throw this in there, but I'm gonna throw it in there before I forget. We watched this video of these girls who are playing they're like on a soccer
Should
team.
we say hello?
Oh, hi guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Okay.
It is I, Stacy.
Can you do this?
Not with this hand. With this hand again.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I was on TikTok and I saw this video of this sports, girls sports team, and they had a big bucket and they were filling it with candies. Everybody brought a pack of candy they were putting inside. And then Layla hears the video start and she's like, that video pissed me off. I said, why? She said, because the candies got worse and worse as they went. I'm watching the video, I'm waiting for the things to get bad. And I looked at her and I was like, almost at the end of the video, I was like, at what point does the candy get bad? She was like, when they put the Swedish fish in there, ooh, it just pissed me off. I said, I love Swedish fish.
Cause it was like Sour Patch Extreme, Sour Patch Blue, Airhead Extreme, Sour Straws, Swedish Fish.
I love Swedish fish, guys.
Don't fucking piss me off.
If you love Swedish fish, make some noise in the comments.
Nobody's gonna make any noise in the comment section. Swedish fish.
Prove her wrong, y'all.
Swedish fish. If you like Swedish fish, you have the palate of an 87-year-old.
Swedish fish are so good. The texture
is what really does it for me.
The little bit of dust on the outside.
It's like cornstarch.
It stops them from sticking to each other.
Yeah, bro.
It's such a calm.
You know how they could have stopped them from sticking to each other? Add that sugar dust, that salty sugar dust.
No, that becomes too sour. It's now. I want a sweet candy. I don't want sour, sweet.
It's
sour.
not even sweet though. It tastes like nothing. It tastes like melted plastic.
It tastes like something. You're just now having an elevated palate, guys. I'm gonna say something. When I was in middle school, they had a competition, right? They had a competition and it was a jar about this big, maybe the size of my torso, filled with Swedish fish. Filled with Swedish fish. They said they told the whole entire school. Everybody in the school, literally grades K-12 to senior year. Everybody guess how many Swedish fishies are in that jar. Whoever wins gets the jar.
And you guys actually fought for your lives.
We put down. Everybody put a guess in. You know what I mean?
I would have been like, y'all fucking got it, bro. I want no parts in that.
I promise you, I spent a lot of time trying to guess how much was inside that jar. Mm-hmm. And I remember everybody was just looking at it, being like 500, throwing it inside, and I was like, this is fucking serious business. I counted how many was on the top of the jar, when you just look straight on the top, and then I also counted how much was on the bottom when you look straight to the bottom. I made an average of those two because they were going to be different, but if I could find an average, that would be great. Then I counted how many Swedish fish went from top to bottom, straight down, did it a couple times, got an average number as well, multiplied those two numbers. Guess who won the fucking jar of Swedish fish?
You're a big fat ass. Shorty did the mathematics.
Everybody in
Shorty did the mathematics. That's how bad she wanted the Swedish fish.
Everybody in school wanted my fish. Let me tell you something. And Layla, you know in my room at home, I have the empty jar of Swedish fish. I have the empty jar and it's filled with headscarves now. I ate every fucking fish. And there was no less than 600, 700 fish in there. I ate every fish. Talk about fish. Talk about fishing with your fucking mouth. I ate every fish and I'm so fucking proud. Swedish fish is such a good candy. Shout out to Swedish fish. Woo! And I was in 5th grade. I love Swedish fish.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. That's disgusting.
Have you ever tried to rinse them?
Why would I rinse them? You know what pisses me off about her? You know, one day she was eating what is that gummy that has the nerds all around it? Nerds bites or something like that?
Ropes, nerds clusters.
Guys, she put all of the nerds clusters in a bottle of water and shook it up so the nerds melted and then ate the gummies. The nerds were just too much for her.
It was too sweet. Sometimes even with I ordered watermelon Salad Patch Kids, and then somebody in my city was putting tahini and chamoy on them. Mm-hmm. The chamoy was not the chamoy. The tahini was Woo! I put them underneath the faucet and I ate them. I have a picture. They're just wet on a paper towel, all air drying, so that I can repackage them and eat them normally. And now I kind of prefer them rinsed. Sometimes I'll rinse a peach ring or rinse a Charlie gummy.
I literally watch you do that, and every time that you do that, like a part inside of me dies.
Cause it's too sour.
It's literally not.
I literally have such a sensitive tongue. What was I eating that I bled in chocolate? Oh, we ate tteokbokki. And it was so spicy that after I stopped eating it, I literally tapped out. Before everybody else finished eating, I said, yeah, you guys got it.
She had a total of like 4 bites, maybe.
I was like, y'all got it. I'm good. I left it to them to finish. I went and got Hershey's chocolate so that I can, cleanse the palate. I licked my white chocolate Hershey and there was blood all up and down the chocolate.
That is insanity. Like, your tongue can't even handle it. Like, that's actually crazy. Like, I can get through 4 bags of Takis before my tongue starts to bleed.
I like salt and pepper.
I love like spicy foods. I love salty food so fucking much. So much so to the point where in the 7th grade, I actually had to be hospitalized. Because I was eating so much hot Cheetos. Like, when I tell you I was a hot Cheeto girl, Stacey, I was actually a hot Cheeto girl. Like,
all your family, even Mejda?
Yeah.
I'm hearing she has the same issue.
Yeah, no, she does. Mejda has definitely fucked her ass up, and she like is forever gonna be like a little bit fucked because of that. And honestly, I prayed that I never reached that level. But it was because Mejda was eating a lot of bulldog noodles. I was just eating hot chips. Guys, I remember, I will never forget in the 7th grade, I was sitting in class and I was like, I feel kind of dizzy. And I told the teacher, I was like, I feel like I'm going to throw up or pass out, one or the other. I don't know which one it is. The teacher was like, you're being dramatic, sit back down. So I sit down and I'm like, bro, there's just no way. Like, I feel really dizzy. And so like, I ended up running out of the classroom to go throw up. And I like passed out in the lobby because the classroom was right in front of the lobby. I like passed out in the lobby, and before I passed out, actually, I went to the front office and I was like, please call my dad. And they were like, did your teacher say you can come and call your dad? And I said no. And they were like, then you're not calling your fucking dad. And then that's when I passed out. Like, I actually passed out. And they ended up being like, oh, this bitch was actually serious. Like, she was actually that serious. They called my dad. My dad comes and picks me up. I remember, I'll never forget. Like, my dad does not be raising his voice like that. Like, if he does, it's like he's actually really angry. He like tweaked on the lady at the front office. Like, he was like, if my daughter says she wants to fucking call me, you let her fucking call me. You don't fucking tell her she can't call me. Like, the fuck's wrong with you? I ended up being rushed to the hospital. For like about a month, I couldn't even look at a bag of hot Cheetos. Like, that's how bad it was. And I wasn't like a hot Cheeto girl where it was just like I had a 50-cent bag of hot Cheetos on me. No. I ate a family-size bag of hot Cheetos every day for breakfast. And my teachers were actually quite annoyed with me. Like, I was so obsessed to the point where during breakfast, I used to put the family-size bag of hot Cheetos in my desk and put my hand in my desk and eat it. And just like nonstop. Like, I had zero self-control. And then after that, what would I do? Get a bag of Takis. Sometimes I'll get a bag of hot Cheetos and a bag of Takis. Mix them together because the Takis was too crunchy and the hot Cheetos wasn't spicy and lemony enough. So I would mix them together, eat them together.
I was not a spicy girly.
This chair keeps like sliding back. One time,
bad.
for a little bit of time, there was like a hot Cheetos and dynamite bag where it was like hot Cheetos and dynamite pre-mixed. You don't think I lost my fucking mind? I lost my mind. When I was sick for 2 weeks, guys, I had to like sleep on the couch in the living room with the trash can next to me because I kept waking up and throwing up. Like, that's how much it fucked me up. And you see me still go for the fucking hot Cheetos.
We have so much hot Cheetos in this house. Like, Akafi was just visiting. When there's more than one of these people in this house, the amount of chip bags is insane. There's 2 right there, and go look over there. There's like 5.
Yeah. Tell them what I was eating right before we started recording.
Hot Cheetos. Was it hot Cheetos? Dipped in cream cheese? No, hot Doritos. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Every single hot chip you could think of has run through this house before. Yeah. I'm cool in it, bro. I'm more of like a sweet tooth type of person. When I was younger, I used to take a whole pack of Oreos and go through each one and scoop out the cream. Maybe I'll leave 2 so that somebody else can think, oh, somebody just ate it, and this person ate it too, and just left a couple. So then I leave like 2 and I'll trash all the cookies and just eat the cream. Put all the cream in a bowl and eat it with a spoon.
Yeah. Me personally, I could never.
I was big, bro.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Like, I know that. I wonder why my teeth
had so many cavities.
Like, I literally had a silver tooth and it fell out.
And you know what's crazy? I never used to get cavities that much. Like, I've had like a total of maybe 3 cavities in my whole life. I know I have one right now because the last time I went to the dentist, they said I have one and I need to go and get it filled. But it's like, I don't get cavities but because I don't like sweet stuff. And if I'm gonna eat a candy, it has to be like Sour Patch Extreme. Like, it just being regular sour patches is even too sweet for me. Like, you need to add some more sour to it, then I can fucking eat it.
Yeah, no. Me, no. I was a silver tooth having ass bitch. I didn't have no teeth. All 4 teeth in the top were missing. All 4 teeth in the bottom were missing. I had a silver tooth. And then one day when I was eating Skittles, I swallowed the silver tooth, thinking that it was a Skittle. And at that point, like, it's like, bitch, why are you eating Skittles whole? Like, why didn't you take your time?
Like Advil pills?
Yeah. Why did I, like, not clock that? Oh, this is not chewing. Because I wasn't chewing. I was swallowing whole. Like, and I remember my older brother used to look at me and be like, like, and everybody used to look at me and he used to say a lot about me, bro. He used to say, I eat too much sugar. He used to say, I cry too much. And I used to look at him like, you, bro, are king of diagnosis.
You're a fucking hater,
yeah, exactly. That's all I thought he was, but shit.
He was actually telling the truth.
Yeah, no, I do eat too much sugar. I do cry too much.
That is so fucking funny. Earlier, me and Stacy were talking about light skin, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Guys, oh my gosh. I don't know what it is, bro. Something, I have tried to be so, like, I don't discriminate, you know, everything can go. But if there's one group of people that I genuinely cannot be romantic and intimate with, it is light-skinned men. Light-skinned men. Like, nothing in my body. I was literally telling Layla, when I was growing up, I used to think I like only black men, not even white men, no Asian men, nothing. But that's because that's all that used to go for me. So I made that my type. Now, niggas is all like me. I'm like, okay, if you fucking with me, I'm fucking with you. I go where I want it. So, I'm cool with everything, bro. I don't care. I'll take Chinese, white, Indian. I don't give a damn. Black. Start to get in that middle region of light skin. I'm so sorry.
When your eyes start to get hazel and green and blue, but you're black.
I'm so sorry. Something about it is just giving me like there's so many factors that go into it. Like, I've seen like light skins whose mom is white. I've seen light skins whose mom is black, and that has a really big difference on the way that you turn out. And then it's just like, can you really man this household? Can you really man this ship? Like, I don't know. And it's just like,
she was saying how when you're light skinned and it's because your mom is the one that's white, you're already kind of like a lost cause as a black man, because like your father has already like gone astray. Your father has already been like, fuck black women.
Your father already didn't love black women. And for your father, like, okay, maybe he liked them. Like, maybe we can make the argument that he liked them, okay? But he chose to marry and spend the rest of his life with a non-black woman. So, I have tended to see that men like that don't ever try to see if this woman is like, can you take care of black children? Like, can you teach the black children? Can you do the black children's hair? Can you? It becomes like, this black child becomes like a dolly that the white kids get to play with, and they get to Google like, oh, how to do their hair and shit. And then they come on TikTok with their kids looking crazy, and then it's up to us to now correct the cycle, because you as a black man are sitting there at home. You didn't tell her that this did not work for this child. You did not tell her anything. So you just, as a black man, in your house, there's no standard. Now you've given birth. Now what do you expect the product of this to be? My husband? Oh God!
Me personally, I've definitely talked to a light skinned nigga before, but you know what it is? Like, that was me in my like more childish era. I feel like not to just throw out statements, but I feel like I've matured a lot lately. And something about light skins, no matter how old they are, they still give baby. Like, they still give child. They still give incompetent. And like, I like everybody. Like, I've never had a type. Like, I've always found, like, everybody attractive. Like, Latinos, fucking whites, blacks, everybody. Everybody can fucking get it. Everybody's cute to me, right? But it's like, something about the light skin specifically, they don't really grow up after, like, 20. Like, they don't really, like they never mature. Like, even when I see, like, 35-year-old light skin niggas, they're all still, like... Yeah. And it's like, can you not? Why are you looking at me like that, nigga? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It has to do with the lack of seriousness from their father's figure.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what else? Oh man, I'm about to cook. I'm about to say something else. Oh yeah. Me personally, I don't know if this is gonna sound weird, but like, I like my niggas when they have like short hair, like a buzz, even waves, fucking comb it down like this, put the do-rag on, let's get some fucking waves going. I like that shit. When light skins be having like soft hair, and I feel like light skins think that because my hair is soft, I gotta grow it out and get this fucking mushroom top going on. And it's like, just because, and I have this problem with a lot with Somali men as well. Just because your hair is mad soft doesn't mean everybody needs to fucking see it. We actually don't give a shit. Yeah, we don't give a fuck, nigga. We actually don't. Your hair looks quite atrocious. You look like my 13-year-old brother. Cut that shit off. Get some waves going.
I feel like every black man though goes through the phase of tapered sides and high top.
You know what? I can deal with a high top when it's like the hair is a little bit more like kinkier. When your hair is just like falling around everywhere, like it's just like put it away immediately. I don't want to see that shit. And remember there was a Somali nigga? I'm not even gonna go too into detail. Actually, every Somali nigga does this shit. Even my own fucking male cousins. They be getting their hair braided, and it's like, bro, you have like 2A hair. The fuck are you getting this shit braided for? What the fuck are you getting this shit braided for? Stop! Cut it off. I don't care that your forehead is big. Nobody actually gives a shit. Yes, we all have big foreheads. So what? It's cute. It doesn't matter. Y'all think y'all need to like do all of this with your hair. You look ugly as shit. And that's when it starts to turn me off. I can do light skins, but once the hair starts to get like unreasonably long and wet and wavy, now you've done it. Now you look like a 13-year-old. I don't like it.
For me, it's not even the physical. It's just when I see your physical, I start to think about the less about the phenotype, more about the genome.
I don't want to just like put this statement out there and then look like Google the fucking fool when I like somehow end up fucking with a light skin again. I just can't really see myself fucking with one again. If it happens, it happens. But like they've just like proven to me that like I don't know if it's because like people have found them attractive their whole fucking lives that they think that they're like the baddest bitches in the room all the time. But I feel like light-skinned niggas always think they're the finest nigga in the room. And I don't like when my nigga thinks he's the finest nigga in the room. Don't hate yourself. Don't be insecure. But there's no need to walk into this room like you fucking own that room. Are you the bad bitch or am I the bad bitch? Let's fucking get it together. I don't like that shit. I was telling somebody, I was like, I don't even like when my nigga talks too much. I like for you to shut up. Like when we go to a party, shut the fuck up and stay in the corner. Shut up. Like I just
Layla loves a man who knows how to shut up.
Yeah.
Like submissive and shut your mouth. And when I say jump, you say hi. Yeah. That's Layla's type.
That is my type. That is my fucking type. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about women's types, and I feel like we were talking about this with a coffee the other day. We were trying to explain to him like how like, women really are, and how a lot of the times we don't even actually give a fuck what you look like for real. We don't even give a fuck like. We don't give a fuck. Like we actually don't. Like niggas always be talking about like. Nobody finds me attractive. I'm ugly. You could actually look like the bottom of my fucking shoe. As long as you show me interest, suddenly you're attractive. Yeah. And that's how it is for a lot of women. Like, and is the bar on the floor? Yes. But as long as a man like does the 9, buys flowers, pays for dinner, does this, that, and the third, she's gonna like you, bro. Like, and I remember telling a coffee about that, and coffee was like, it doesn't seem that way. And I was like,
please look at my track record.
You look at my track record.
like it's not giving in the face. It's not.
No.
And at one point it was giving in the actions, in the love languages. Stopped, so it had to stop as a whole. Yeah. And now you look so ugly to me because you stopped the things you used to do.
You were never cute to begin with.
Yeah.
You were never cute to begin with.
I had rose-colored goggles on because you were giving me roses.
Yeah.
So. well.
We ordered food and I feel like it's about to be here.
Oh yeah, we didn't eat dinner. It's currently 2:00 in the morning. Is it smart to eat dinner at 2?
It's almost here. No, not really.
Well.
We're gonna eat it anyway. This is about to become a mukbang. Something else I want to talk about is the. I feel like we're gonna get interrupted in the middle of this, but I guess we could try to stay on topic. Should we just start it anyway?
Yeah.
Me and Stacy recently watched the Quiet on Set.
Oh yeah.
Episodes. When I tell you,
if you're not hip, Quiet on Set, it's on I think HBO Max.
Yeah.
And it's about Dan Shneider, and he's the producer of a lot of the shows on Nickelodeon, and he was known for doing a lot of like borderline pedo shit. I don't use the full word and don't want to get this video demonetized, but yeah, he did some weird stuff to people on shows like iCarly, Victorious. What else? Sam and Cat, all that stuff. Yeah, so that's the whole documentary on like what actually happened, and we just watched that.
when I tell you, that, like, I remember even in the beginning of the show, it was saying, like, if you watch this, it's going to ruin your childhood for you. And after watching it, it definitely ruined my childhood for me. 100% ruined my childhood for me. But honestly, I feel like we've been new. Like, I feel like we always knew. And I was telling Stacey how, like, even though we didn't really understand the sexual innuendos that they were doing in the shows that were meant for kids, there was still something about it that, like, when I was watching it, I felt, like, wrong when my parents walked into the room. Something about it was, like, especially on Victoria's. Especially on Victoria's. Because it was, like, they were doing a bit too much with Kat, specifically. Kat Valentine, her character. I remember there was an episode where they were, like, really fucking hot. I need to blow my nose. There was an episode where they were, like, really fucking hot, and they were stuck inside of this, like, car, and then, like, it was, like, so warm that the guys decided to spray her with water guns. And I remember watching it thinking, like, something about this is wrong. I can't pinpoint what it is, but something about this is wrong. Because, you know, we didn't even know what, like, sex was. I feel like saying something like that could probably get us...
Yeah. Just use the acronym, or whatever the word. Like,
yeah.
Say how you...
And somebody else was talking about how, like, they feel like we even got secondhand groomed. And honestly, true. Because they say that, like, Gen Z is, like, one of the most, like, sexual, like, generations. And it's, like, all making sense now. It's all making sense. The fact that the shows that we grew up watching, like, the pickle episode on the Amanda show. Do you remember what I'm talking about? There was, like, this random reoccurring character who was called Pickle Boy.
The Pickle Boy.
And then he, like, puts the pickle through, like, a glory hole type thing.
But it's like a guy in a bag. And the guy is, like, another celebrity.
And you know what's crazy? He didn't just eat the pickle. He, like, made it horny. Like, he was, like...
Yeah.
He was, like, doing a lot. And I was like, what the fuck?
Just a bunch of sick fucks on this cast on the all the cast of the... Like, it was, like... What I'm confused about, that guy who plays Pickle Boy, his name is, like, something Beck or something. Bella, something. I'm confused as to why we're not really focusing on him.
Oh, was that Brian Peck?
Yes.
Oh.
He's the one who played Pickle Boy. I'm confused as to why... I mean, yes, Dan Shneider is fucked, and he needs his, like... What's the opposite of needs his flowers? Whatever the opposite of that is.
He needs jail.
He needs his rocks. Yeah, he needs to go to jail. But Brian Peck, bro, I'm pretty sure the sentence he got was, like, a couple years.
Yeah.
And then he had to be put on the offenders list. But it's like... there should be more than that. And then to think that he did what he did to Drake from Drake and Josh, and then that's right before they even put on the first.
And he was even
pilot.
trying to convince Drake to let him be the father on Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
You're disgusting, bro.
That was before they even did the pilot for Drake and Josh. So now you made this kid who now did so much for us who are watching Drake and Josh go through that. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, like, when we're watching Drake and Josh, we're thinking this shit's so funny. Mm-hmm. This is a kid that's just been assaulted.
Yeah.
A fresh kid that's just been assaulted. And then you're telling him, like, you're probably telling him, like, you know, say something and this whole opportunity. Like, you wanted this your whole life. Say something and it's fucked. Yeah. Say something and you're done. Like, that's so incredibly crazy. Why do you want a kid? Like, you're pressed, like, why do you want a kid? You know what that also makes me segue to?
Are we about to say the same thing?
The podcast.
What podcast?
With that white boy. I don't know what the podcast is called. The one who was saying, like...
Oh my gosh. Yes. Wait. The order is here, so we're going to have to go pick it up, but we should actually... Yes. Okay. I was thinking something different. We're going to go get our DoorDash. We're going to be right back, Aruni.
Adios, amigos. Guys, why didn't we just get our DoorDash order? And we saw our neighbor outside, and so we held the door for him because he had a bunch of stuff in his hand. And he, like, is, like, walking with us. The way I was like, what? At what point is he gonna?
You know what's crazy? I was thinking, like, I hope Stacey takes a while to open up this door so he walks past. Because imagine we open up the door and he just comes in with us, like he forces his way into here with us. That's what I was thinking.
No,
I was thinking, like, please, Stacey, take your moment. Like, in his right mind, but his arm was in his shirt. I was like, why is your arm in your shirt?
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. The way I was trying to open the door so fast so that we could just hop in our house. But he, as we're walking by our house and I start unlocking the door, he goes, "Oh, this is y'all. Y'all be loud as fuck."
And the thing is, I knew we were loud, but I didn't think we were that loud.
You know what's crazy? there's nobody that lives on my side. Like, I don't share a wall with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Layla shares a wall. And I know this girl's music be bugging people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel
my
like
music isn't even just like, tra-la-la-la-la. My music is like,
and like, it's always the neighbor on that side or the neighbor above that's like knocking for Layla to like,
shut up.
And I'm just so like, I get ready with my TikTok playing. Anyways, kind of feel like I need to wash my hands.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just
That's yeah.
Do you think you could grab me a fork?
Yeah. Do I think I could? Yes, but will I? No.
I actually remember the last thing we were talking about, and it made me think about. I saw this woman who was talking about how she does like she used to do this like science thing where they would like do experiments to find out things or some shit, and she was saying like they wanted to find out like what was the age range that men find the most attractive. And she said that everybody thought it would be from 18 to 24, you know what I mean? Because they're legal and they're also like, but still young. They ended up having to restart the research or something because they kept getting the numbers that they guessed wrong. And then when they like ended up doing the experiment fully through or some shit, they ended up finding out that men find people from women from the age of, not even women, they're girls, they're little kids, from the age of 7 to 12, the most attractive. Now, what about a 7-year-old to a 12-year-old turns you on? And I can't even like it. How do I even like? It's just like I can't say it's mental illness because you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And the thing is like you actively groom the kids. Like when you find a child attractive, you don't just like it's just like I don't even know how to process the information. It's just like, okay, you're a grown ass man. For some reason, you found a child attractive. You then proceed to like find every way you can to get along with this child to assault them. That's where you went with that. Like, first of all, why the fuck do you find them attractive? Second of all, why is that where you win? Like you just don't have any like. There's just nothing. I can't think of any way to process that information. It's
and
just insanity.
I don't even know where you left that because I just took a pee break real quick. But on the survey, what would make you answer?
Yeah, why'd you answer?
You're going to jail. Fuck. You're going to jail. You're going to jail tomorrow morning. Sharp. Like, what?
FBI, open up.
Like, that's actually insane. We were thinking, or we were talking about how there's this podcast like that's going pretty viral right now. I don't even know what the name is, but I keep seeing it on my For You page. But every time I see it on my For You page, it's for some stuff like this. So there's this girl, this creator called named Gwen Blackwell, and she was on their show, and they were talking about a creator who was not on the show or who was on a previous episode or something. And Gwen was like, the white boy, the host is white, and he said something about him and the girl who was on the show having a sex tape or something like that. And Gwen was like, I want to see it. And then she was like, actually, never mind. I only want to see it if both of you consent to seeing it. And he was like, honestly, you can't even see the girl in the video anyway unless she smiles. And like referring to the fact that she's black, right? Gwen like giggles and says like, that's not, and then giggles and kind of moves on, right? Everybody was eating Gwen up because she didn't get on that podcast and Black Lives Matter and like do the most. Now, if you see that situation by itself, it's easy to eat Gwen up. Then fast forward a couple weeks, there's an episode with some girl on there, white. I mean, she's like white passing. Like she looks like a white girl to me, at least. And she's now the host is white, and this girl's not white. They make a joke referring to like basically pedophilia, and they're like, this girl is
He literally says, bro, I just saw the clip on TikTok and I was so shocked. I was like, what the fuck? He goes, you're like a pedophile's dream. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, like you're like really small, like you should help people. Like you should like go on those shows where they try to find pedophiles and like, you know, you could help people. And like they're just like laughing. I mean, she wasn't really laughing, but he was laughing. And it was just like but nobody said anything.
Like no one said what needed to be said.
Nobody said shit.
Last time it was Gwen.
Y'all had so much to say.
People were in an uproar because it's giving racist comment. You're supposed to stand up for black people, remember? Now this little girl is not standing up for the pedophilia that was just spat out of this man's mouth. And it's like, how come we're not eating Gwen? I mean, how come we're eating Quen but we're not eating this person? On top of that, how is this white man able to get away with so much? Like, how did he do racism and pedophilia back to back?
And nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
And people keep logging on. People keep
watching.
going on. No one says anything. I promise you. I pinky promise you. If it was a person of color sitting there, they would have got ate up too. And if it was a person of color who hosted that show, the show would be canceled. The show would be done.
You know what's crazy? That makes me think about the fact that for some odd reason, people expect so much more from black people. Like, you guys expect us to be saints. You guys expect us to be good people. You guys expect us to be perfect. You guys expect us to stand up for everything, defend everybody. But nobody wants to fucking defend us when it comes time for us.
Bro. Like, I don't even, bro. When people say we have to work twice as hard, a lot of black people are grown up on the fact that, like, their parents tell them you have to work twice as hard to get, like, half the distance. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. And honestly, that's something that I'm conditioned to be. This is the way reality is. It's never gonna be anything else but that. Like, there's no change. It's not worth boo-hooing and crying about it. It's just the way life is. And it's crazy because niggas have it so easy, Layla. Niggas have it so easy.
They really do. Because I swear to God, if the situation was flipped, people would have long ago canceled him. Like, why are you even saying that shit? Why did your mind go there?
I'm telling you, bro. When I tell you, black people have the worst deck of cards. Yeah. The worst deck. I feel like
if it's one thing about, like, black people, I feel like we always fight so hard for people. I saw a video of this, like, white girl, like, bullying the fuck out of this, like, other kid, and this black girl got so mad that she, like, beat the shit out of her. Like, the girl was beating the shit out of the other girl. When the black girl stepped in and beat the shit out of her, guess who got suspended? The black girl. Like, it's just so insane. Like, when I saw that fucking podcast, bro, my jaw actually dropped. And everybody moved on, like, he didn't just say what he just said. And the comment section wasn't really saying...
comments, bro?
The comment section wasn't like, huh, that was a bit weird, don't you guys think? People were just acting like he didn't just say what
the comments were just like, OMG, that was crazy.
The comments are just like, oh my God, run, girl, run. But it's like, you guys are making a joke out of this.
But some people were saying, like, that's crazy. But I'll tell you, Layla, if it was you or me sitting in that seat saying those things, it would have been spazzed. Why would you say something like that?
They would have spazzed and we would have lost our following and we would have lost all job opportunities. This man makes good money comfortably. At least that's what it seems like. He gets consistent fucking views. Everybody fucks him. Everybody thinks he's so fucking funny. This nigga says the weirdest shit. And I've come across his podcast so many times. Like, it just always kind of comes up on my For You page. And every time I see him, he's saying something fucking insane. Because he's a white man, ain't nobody gonna say shit.
Guys, you know how many times me and Layla sit here and have to, like, maybe we shouldn't say that. Maybe we shouldn't say that. Maybe we should think of a better way. Maybe we shouldn't offend these people. Maybe we do so much of trying to appease to every audience just so we're good. That man gets on, puts on his light
and says whatever comes to his head.
And he has money still. He has a platform still. Regardless of whether brands want to work with him or not, the views are going to pay with him.
You know what? The brands are still going to work with him, though.
Yeah, oh, I know.
You know what I mean? I actually don't give a shit about talking about this nigga. I actually don't give a shit to talk about this nigga. Lil Huddy will always blow my mind. That nigga said nigga. Said nigga. Multiple times. What did they start doing to him? They didn't cancel him. They just started calling him Black King. They just started calling him our African King. There's no way you're serious. Because if any black person said anything like that,
anything of another race,
y'all would have been on our ass. Not saying I want to. I would never say that shit. Because I'm not a weird fucking person. I don't like saying that shit. I would never say that shit. I would never say slurs that are meant for other people because I know how it feels for somebody to call me the N-word. Especially growing up black in the South, I know how it feels for somebody to call me the fucking N-word, so I would never call somebody that shit. White kids keep saying this shit. They never lose their fucking platforms. Everybody just goes on about like, what the fuck do you mean African King? What do you mean? What do you mean? This nigga got songs out now.
He's an artist.
He's an artist.
He went from just a TikToker to an artist.
He's an artist. We could probably cut this part out. And the Stacey saying black people have to work like 3 times as hard just to get even a smidge of the same thing that these people get. I kid you not. I had a friend who ended up having the opportunity to hang out with some really huge TikTokers. And remember me and Stacy used to be in a TikTok house called The Crib Around the Corner? You would not fucking believe what these niggas said. They said that they watch our videos for inspo. Watch our videos for inspo. And we barely make even 10% of what y'all niggas make. But you watch my video for inspo. Whenever I go out in public and I see those people and they come running up to me, they're like, oh my god, you're such an inspiration. I love you so much. I'm an inspiration. Run me my fucking check, bitch.
And it's like, you know what? These people have Netflix shows.
No, actually.
These people have Netflix shows. Some of them are becoming artists. Some of them are like, I saw a video of like Billie Eilish like asking like why are TikTokers at the Oscars, you know? Mm-hmm. Those are the groups that are sitting there and they're saying, you know, you guys are really a fucking inspiration. You guys are great. You guys are amazing.
Bitch, I'm about to hit you in the fucking mouth.
And then you get paid 30 times the amount. And what did you do?
Bro, you know what's
went on
crazy?
your camera and you danced.
One of the Hype House kids made 50 million in 1 year. At least that's what I heard. 50 million in 1 year.
I want to see.
Ask me how much I made in 1 year.
I want to see 50 million.
Ask me how much I made. Not fucking anywhere near that.
Guy,
so I made pennies compared to what the fuck they made.
What's crazy is I just know as a black woman, there's only so far I can go in life.
Yeah.
Like it's,
and you know what's crazy? You know what really made like for the longest I was like, no, I can still make it, bro. Like as if I try hard enough, I can make it. I'll do makeup, I'll do comedy, I'll do outfits, I'll do this, I'll do that. When I saw that even Taraji P. Henson wasn't getting her flowers, I said, we're not gonna get shit, bro. Like we're actually never gonna get shit. Like
37. I work day and night like a dog.
From a coffee pot, none of you wanna touch.
Drinking from you just skipped the whole.
Fuck.
Jody said I work from a coffee pot. Like,
bro, it's actually so fucking sad.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it is what it is. These are the cars I was dealt with. And listen, period. Something about being born with a silver spoon as a white person. There's no like storyline. Like, what's your storyline? What's your character? What's your character about? What's your character have to go through to get there? Nothing. What did you write about in your college essay? Well, actually, genuinely, what did you write about? Because I wrote about my parents coming to this country, you know, growing up as a black kid going to all white school. There's so many things that could be cause for trouble here. Your life is just boring. I would not trade being black for anything. No matter how many things we have, whatever. Yeah, no, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't trade it. Some people have asked me before, if you were to pick to be anything in this world, what would you be?
still black.
Still black. But if I could pick to be anything in this world, and I couldn't pick black, I'd be a white man.
Oh!
Yeah. I'd be a white man. But
life would be pictures and deadlines and some flowers.
I would have daddy's money, mommy's money.
Bro, you know what's crazy? That's too fucked up. I'm not gonna say that.
I just get to disrespect. Like it would just be like they just get away with so much. You know,
not fair.
Like, when we go to work, like it's bro. Listen to what I'm telling you. See me from where I'm coming from. Everything about being a black person in this life is Valhalla, bro. There's not like it's so bad. Like it's a good experience. I think we look amazing. I think that we could look like I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but toot. But it's just like so the other people in life make being black so hard. Being a black person doesn't make being a black person hard. It's the other people. Like I remember like growing up, I used to always see my mom. My mom's an accountant, right? She was an accountant when she came to America, and she was worked her way up to be the boss of her accounting firm. The bitch is doing her damn do, right? But I remember growing up and watching my mom put like weaves in her hair, like having to constantly relax her hair, like to look like presentable. Mind you, you're so smart. You're the smartest person I fucking know, and you have to work so hard to make yourself look smart because you can't come with your natural hair. Now shorty signs checks. She doesn't give a fuck. Now she has dreadlocks. She's a Rasta girly, and she be telling them, "I'm not coming into work. You'll work from there." Like, but it's so sad because it took her
so much.
Like, it took her years, before she was able to get in that position where no one can tell her anything. But it's like, look at your coworkers, bro. Look at the way your coworkers dress. They look like they just decided minutes before stepping out of the house what they're gonna wear, and you have been planning your outfit for the past like hours before the next day. Hair.
You know what?
Clothes. content, social media. Literally, whether or not social media is your job, you gotta worry about that. What you say.
I even seen like a graduation of like a college class, and it was like I definitely didn't see anybody who wasn't palm colored, but it was like they all had engagement rings on, and I was like, y'all's life, bro. Y'all's life. I mean, of course, there's white people who like struggle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna act like there isn't ones who don't struggle, but majority of y'all's lives are just too simple, bro. What do you mean you're 23, graduating college, and you already have your engagement ring? You guys actually don't have any struggles in life. Like, actually, like, you guys go through life like it's a video game. You guys go through life like it's just for fun. Like, I just decided to wake up today and fuck it, maybe I'll do this. And you're fine because your dad set up a fucking trust fund for you. And your great-grandparents were fucking... I'm not even gonna say it, but you already know what I'm thinking. It's just so hard, bro. Like, it makes me, like, upset sometimes. But it's like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, what's written is written, and I'll get what I deserve whenever I have that opportunity. But you can only take so much of a beating down. When I heard that those kids actually watch us for inspo and make 300 times more than what we make, I was so upset that day. Like, I was genuinely fuming that day. I was like, I'm like kind of like I'm fucking mad. Like, and they, you know what they do? Meanwhile, we have to do hair. We have to do makeup. We have to be funny. We have to be pretty. Our ass gotta be fat. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. We can't just open up the camera and hit one of these with some blonde hair and blue eyes and
I saw a video of this girl on TikTok. 10 million likes, Lila. Not views.
For what?
Lip syncing. I'll fucking show it to you right now. Lip syncing, bro. You know that audio where the people are saying like, if I wasn't a mom, I would eat this audio.
Yeah. Oh, the Madison Bear song.
Yes, that audio was her just holding her phone up to that audio, and I was literally like, oh, if I did that,
I'd get about 2 likes.
You're 19.
Damn, will I be able to find it? Oh. Will I be able to find it? It's not this girl, but even look at that.
Bro, don't fucking piss me off. Like don't. Yeah. Don't fucking piss me off, bro. Like, actually.
If I made this video, yeah? Talking about I want to feel when I get you going. There's another girl who has 10 mil, bro. 10 mil likes.
For lip syncing.
Niggas, black people have to think out the box. We have to be the box, be in the box, think outside the box, be the tapes that
but you know what I saw?
Together.
I saw a black woman make a joke. And wallahi, bro, I saw a white woman steal her joke bar for bar and get more likes than her. Bar for fucking bar and get more likes than her. And she wouldn't take it down until the black girl exposed her, and everybody was like, damn, bitch, you actually stole this shit bar for bar, and she finally took it down.
What's new though?
What's fucking new? Nothing.
Nothing is new. Hey! When I think about the way they treated us when they took us here, I think about it, man. I just think about the fact that we're actually getting the better end of the stick compared to what those people went through. I'm gonna shut up. And I'm just gonna take it.
Anyways, moving on. We could honestly keep talking about that for about 5 more hours.
Honestly, I could go all day.
Yeah.
I could go all day talking about white people.
Do you wanna?
No.
Earlier, a couple days ago, actually, I was talking to Stacey about how I was like in school one day, and this kid, I was like in the 4th grade, I think. No, I was like in the 2nd or 3rd grade. This kid like walks up to me in gym class and clean sweeps my hijab off my head. Right off my head. And I remember like looking at him, and he thought I was gonna be embarrassed. Like, he thought I was gonna be like, oh no, my hair, oh, I'm bald. But my hair was slicked back, braided the fuck down, and I looked so fucking good. I was looking at him like, you know, I was waiting for the day you did that shit. Because now you guys know that I have nice fucking hair. Like, my hair looks fucking good. My mom takes care of my fucking hair. And I remember like turning around and looking at him for a moment and just thinking like, you deserve what's about to happen to you. And I kid you not, in the 3rd grade, I punched that boy so hard in the fucking face. But my principal at the time was black, and she was like, he was dead wrong for that. He got suspended. I didn't get fucking suspended. And then after talking about that, I remembered pink lotion. Like, my mom used to slick my hair back with pink lotion. And we were like, yo, that's like a core fucking memory, pink lotion. And I was telling her, I want to buy some. Like, I feel like pink lotion was really doing something for me for my hair. Like, I feel like my hair looked so fucking good, and my mom was quite literally filling it up with pink lotion. We wrote that down for some reason, and I don't know why.
Pink lotion. I feel like pink lotion was a staple in my childhood, but did I really use pink lotion like that? I more so was like, did you use the olive oil? The green one?
Yeah.
I used that. It's the same consistency as pink lotion. I don't know. There's so many things I used to do as a child to my hair that I just would not recommend even doing as myself. You've had the same hair texture your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I have been relaxed. I've been bald. I have been jerry curled. I've been twisted, bobbed, weaved, shaped up. I've literally been shaped up. Taper fade and all with a fucking zigzag right here.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yep. So I have gone through a lot of things. I just don't think my hair would love a lotion on it right now. But I do be sometimes using the olive oil lotion when times do get rough.
Mm-hmm. Why were we laughing so hard about that? That we had to write it down?
I don't even remember. I think it was just like, you said pink lotion, and then it looked at me, and it would just like spark memories for the both of us. Like, we fucking use pink lotion. I don't think pink lotion's even a long topic to talk about, though.
Yeah, there was also another time in elementary where, for some reason, people think, like, ignorant people think that if you have a hijab on your head, they don't think it's for religious purposes. They think it's because you're bald, like you have cancer or something. And I remember there was this one white girl in my class in the 2nd grade who kept swearing up and down that I was bald. Kept swearing to God that I was bald. And I remember, like, when we would go to the bathroom, we would wait in line and go in, like, 3 at a time. Because there was, like, 3 or 4 stalls in there. And, like, I remember that day I planned it. Like, my mom had freshly braided my hair that day. And I was like, I'm going to make sure that I go to the bathroom at the same time as her. And then I confronted her about it. I was like, why the fuck you keep telling everybody I'm bald? And she's like, because you are bald. And so I took off my hijab and I showed her my hair. And I was like, I'm not fucking bald. And this bitch grabbed my braids and, like, yaga'd the fuck out of my braids. And she was like, that's good weave. And I was like, and now if I yaga your hair, I'm gonna get suspended, bitch. Like, there's no way you just did that shit to me. You know what that just reminded me of? Your fucking Swedish fish. There's something I was gonna say about your Swedish fish.
Were we talking about Swedish fish video?
Were we?
I think we were, yeah.
I think we were. Stacy's thing with Swedish fish and school made me think about when I was in the 2nd grade, my teacher used to have this, like, jar about the size of a coffee table. And it was, like, full of candies, like chocolate, Kisses, Hershey's Bites, like, stuff like that. And I remember, like, anytime somebody did good that day, she would, like, let them have a chocolate on their way out. And I remember, like, I was like, bitch, 1 kiss isn't enough for me. It's not. Like, there's just no way. Like, I did so much work today, and you're only giving me 1 kisses. Like, you have me fucked up. And I remember, like, I purposely left my Goosebumps book in the desk, and everybody left when the bell rang, and I was like, oh, my God, miss, I don't remember her name. I was like, I left my book in the desk. She was like, okay, that's fine. Go ahead and get it. I didn't lock the room door. I go back. I went behind her desk. I opened up her jar of candy. Handfuls of that jar of candy was shoving that shit into my fucking bag. And I remember she, like, I kid you not, she walked into the room.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! You know what's crazy? Gluttony and greed will really get you every time. Because 1 handful was good enough.
I would have gotten away if I did 1 handful. No, I had to do multiple. I had to do so many.
Gluttony and greed, y'all. Oh, it will do it.
Yeah. And I remember she, like, walked into the room and I had, like, a handful in my hand and my backpack in my other hand. And I just stared at her and I said, I'm so sorry.
Layla.
And I just put the hand back. She thought that's all that I took. She didn't know I had way more in my bag. And I was like, I just really wanted some. And she was like, get out of my classroom. So I grabbed my book, I zipped up my bag, I ran out the classroom. And I was like, this bitch got no idea. I have about 3 pounds of Kisses in my fucking backpack. She has no fucking clue. When I went home, I had a fucking blast. When I went home, I
had to come back to school the next day and be embarrassed.
And I had to just act like I didn't do what I just did. You know what's crazy? In that same class, I peed myself.
That teacher was sick and tired of your dumb ass. What grade was this?
2nd grade.
She was looking at you like,
this one's special, like, just leave her alone. And kid you not, I peed myself because she wouldn't let me go for so long, and when she finally let me go and I got to the bathroom, it was like my first day wearing, like, pants, I think. and I didn't know how a belt worked. Like, I'd never worn pants before, so now I have a belt on, and I was really confused as to how to take this belt off, and I couldn't get the belt off, and I remember just thinking, like, about 3 minutes into struggling to get the belt off, I was like, there's nothing I can do.
It's out of my hands now.
I had zero control over the situation anymore, so I
really resonate. Like, I would love to rash on you and say, like, bitch, hold it. But, like, I know it's like, I've shit on myself before. You guys know this. I've already told you guys the story. But, like, in that moment, Layla, no holding.
There was no.
You know what's crazy? I didn't shit on myself completely. Like, it wasn't, like, everything I had in my system. But it was just enough for me to get some release. Like, some relief. Like, there was too much pressure in my intestine. It was just enough to get some release going. And then I had it and stopped. Yep. Now, I was old enough to go to the bathroom and wipe myself up, clean myself up. I was actually 21 years old. But honestly, yours is more understandable. You're a fucking kid.
Yeah. Bro, I remember, like, standing in the bathroom for a minute and thinking, like, what do I do now? I was like, I still can't get the belt off. I was like, what do I do? So I walked back to class. Instead of knocking on the door, instead of going to the lobby or like the front office, I went back to class for some reason. I knocked on the door. Teacher's looking. You know how there's like that window that's in the classroom, but you can see it just so I hear. Because I'm too short, so she only sees this. And I was like,
you were always like numbskull.
She was like, bro, this bitch is annoying. Bro, I promise you this is all she sees, and I'm like, and she's like, come in, and I was like.
I'm
she
dripping
was
out
like,
here.
come in, and I literally said to her, I said, she came to me and she was like, Layla, what are you doing? And I was like, I peed myself. And she was like, why did you ask for the bathroom if you're gonna pee yourself? And I was like, I couldn't get my belt off. I didn't know what to do. So then she ends up telling the class, like, I'll be right back. She walks me to the lobby. I go into the nurse's office. The nurse puts me in a mini skirt. Now my legs are out. I got a hijab on, but my legs are out.
Oh my god, we're being loud in the neighborhood. Oh, sorry.
You know what? He knows us now, so it's cool.
No, this doesn't know us that well. He just knows we're loud and we're the ones who will hold the door for him. He's gonna bop us in the face. Gonna come.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. And it's giving he's actually the one right here. It's giving he's the one next door.
Yes.
Anyways, now I'm sitting in the lobby, waiting for my mom to come pick me up. My mom picks me up. Oh no, my mom doesn't pick me up. My mom was like busy doing something, so she had to call one of our neighbors. I had like a neighbor who's also Somali who lived next door. So my mom was like, "Can you please go pick up my fucking daughter? Like, I don't know what the fuck her problem is." So I get in the woman's car. She takes me home. You don't think I left my bag of piss clothes in her car?
The smell you were leaving around. You were smelly from the bathroom to the classroom. You were smelly from the classroom to the lobby. You're smelly. Smelly fucking Nelly over here.
Yep. I left her in her car, and I remember like the next day she was like, something in my car smells really fucking bad. And it was like in a bag, just tied up. So I know she wasn't thinking like, it's this bag that smells like piss. So she's like, where's the piss smell coming from? And I remember like a day later, she ended up picking me up again. And I was like, Habaria? Which means auntie. I was like, I think I left my bag in here. She was like, that's what the fuck I was smelling. Oh my god, she was like, that's what the fuck I was smelling. And I was like, yeah. And it was like under the chair too. Pulled it out, took it home.
Oh wow. I was potty trained quite early on in life. I never peed on myself in school ever.
Bro, I couldn't get the belt off. Like, what was I supposed to do?
Like a trap.
Yeah.
You should try pulling down the pants without.
Yes, it was not coming off. Like, my mom tied that belt so tight. Like, it was giving, like, nobody's taking this belt off but me when you come back home. Like, that's what it was giving. It was giving, like,
just for
nobody's getting the pants.
Just for you to come home in a mini skirt.
In a mini skirt.
Promiscuous girl.
Bro, I remember when they put me in that skirt, I was looking at them like, so do I take this off now or do I keep it on? Like, my legs, my ashy ass knees are being seen right now.
For the rest of the day.
Oh, no, I was like, there's no one going back to class.
Oh.
There's no way. I was
okay.
I was like, you need to call my mom. I'm going home. Like, there's actually no way.
Oh my god, that's actually so embarrassing.
I will never forget that day, bro. That's like a core memory in my head. Like, that was an experience. Like, and that belt was so skinny too. It was like a really skinny belt. it felt like it was even almost not even a bell, like it was just a string and a
put
knot.
rope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shorty said you're gonna be halal, but
whether you like it or not. Bitch, I'm in the 2nd grade. I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah. Wow. I don't know why I just remembered that.
That's quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
But at least it was the teacher who only saw it. The teacher is not gonna go and tell the world.
Yeah. Nobody knew that ended up happening to me. Only the teacher and like the nurse. Like nobody else knew that happened. And I was like, other than the woman who picked me up, nobody else knew. You know? Wait, what?
The way the camera's about to start and it's not anything up. But when I was a kid, my teacher had a big bucket of candy just like that, and I used to plot on that candy too. But then one day when the bell rang, this boy like got up and like walked out, and then she said like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. And then when he left, everybody else felt like taking a stand too, so everybody else got up and walked out. Me and one other boy stayed seated. We were like, we come from a home with order, so when the teacher says don't go nowhere, we don't go nowhere. So we sat there. On the way out the door, the first boy to go flipped the whole candy jar up in the air, and it went everywhere, in the vents, on the ground, on the desk, everything. She looked so defeated. After she told us, "You're dismissed, guys," I got up and I started helping her take all the candy and put it into the bucket, and she gave me a late note for the next class. She said, I came home from school, I didn't even tell my parents nothing. My parents like sit me down there like, "You're such a good kid, you're such a good kid." I said, what do you mean? Miss Flaherty sent us a message about how nice that we've raised you because this happened at school and you're being such a leader. The next day when we came to class, she gave us candy. The 2 people who stayed, she gave us candy, a lot of it. And she let us stand in front of the class while she told the class how good of people we are and this and the third, and how we will not be taking part in the punishment that the other kids are getting, and da-da-da. And I was like,
you know what's crazy? I wouldn't say I was a good kid, but I wasn't one to just disrespect the teacher unprovoked. Like, if kids did that shit, I would have stayed seated too, but on some, like, it's kind of like bullying to the teacher. Like, you're not cool, you just bullied somebody who didn't do anything to you. Yeah. This is just a teacher, she's literally just doing her fucking job. But what I will say is, when the teacher does too much with the power that they have, that's when I'm finna fucking put you in your place, bitch. I don't give a fuck that you're a teacher. You don't fucking act like that. And there was one teacher that I had in the 8th grade, and she used to flirt with the students. Like, I will never forget. There was like one student in my class, and his nickname was D-Rod, because everybody said he had the biggest wiener. And when she found out that his nickname was D-Rod, she was like, I kind of have to say his name just for this. I'm not going to say his name. I feel like people from my school still watch this shit. Let's say his name was like Kevin. She like leans up on his desk, like kind of like this, and she's like, "Kevin, why are you making it so hard?" And I was like, I looked at her like, there's just no fucking way. You're a grown-ass woman. You're a grown-ass woman, and this is a fucking 8th grader.
Now you're gonna get punched.
Mind you, I'm sitting right next to him, so I'm looking at her face as she's saying this to him, and I'm like, you're fucking nasty. You're actually nasty. This is an 8th grader.
What did she teach?
History.
You know, sometimes a lot of times it looked like the math teachers was on that shit.
People say a lot of the history teachers used to flirt with the students, though.
Weirdos.
Anyways. Disgusting. But that teacher, she used to like flirt with the boys, and she used to like kind of like dick ride the girls that were popular. And I remember one day, like, this girl came into class and just like walked up to me and took my binder and chucked it across the classroom. Everything in my binder flew everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna talk fast. Everything in my binder flew everywhere. I ended up looking at the teacher, and the girl goes to me like, she goes, "Pick it up." And I was like, what do you mean pick it up? Like, you go pick it up. You just threw my binder across the classroom, and now my paper and my binder and everything is, my folders, everything is everywhere. I look over at the teacher, it's the same teacher, mind you, who's flirting with the student, looks at me and says, "Pick it up." And I said, there's no way that you're serious. Anyways, she ends up like moving my desk in front of the classroom, trying to embarrass me. And I remember the next day she was like, "Can you sit up, Laylo? Can you sit up?" And I was like, "How much higher do you want me to go? Like, this is as long as my spine can get. Like, I'm 5 feet tall. I'm not really going up that fucking high." And we used to go to a really strict school, so we had to sit up straight like this. And I remember like the kid next to me was like, "I don't think she's getting up any higher." And she like busts out laughing. Like, she thought that shit was so fucking funny. And I was like, "Nothing about that is funny. Like, you're strange." And then she tells me to sit up again, and I was like, "I can't." So she picks up my desk, puts it up against the wall, and then tells me to come and sit and face the wall for the rest of the class because I couldn't sit up high enough. I'm literally, this is my height. What's your problem? I remember like looking at her thinking like, you know what? I actually don't care if I get in trouble for this. So I remember like saying, okay. So I get up, I pick up my chair, take it to the desk, pick up my backpack, put my backpack on, and then I stared at her and I kicked open the classroom door, and I kid you not, I did this. And I walked out the classroom. And she was like, "Laylo, get back here right now." And I was like, "Bitch, fuck you. Like, actually, fuck you. And I, like, walked down the stairs and I was just wandering around the school and I was so tight, bro. I was so fucking mad. And the special needs teacher, who I liked a lot, found me, like, just kind of standing in the hallway by myself. And she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, that teacher keeps making fun of me and she keeps harassing me in front of everybody and making fun of my height. And then she put me up against the wall, like, put me in timeout for something I didn't do anything. I don't know why she's acting like that. And she was like, damn, I'm so sorry. Like, I've heard a lot of things about that teacher. Like, she's very strange. Like, just stay out here and I'll tell them, like, you won't get in trouble for this. Like, it's fine. But I ended up having detention anyway. I'm pretty sure I even got ISS after that. But it's like, you're, like, publicly embarrassing me for a 13-year-old to laugh. Like, you want to entertain these 13-year-olds so much. We're in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
You're, like, 30 years old. You want the 13-year-olds to like you so much?
Go find your age mate and
You pedophile.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, the camera's about to die, so we're gonna go. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell down below.
I always forget to
hit the post notification bell. We'll talk to you guys later. Ta-da!
Bye.